Let me also get in PK Jain at this point. Just give me a few minutes. Let me go to him for the introductory remarks as well. Mr. PK Jain, now look at what has unfolded. Okay, UPSC has gone ahead and filed a FIR, but it does not include all the aspects of the allegations that have come up. It's about the name change. It's not about the various medical certificates that seem to be in contrast to what the claims have been, to what the reality seems to be. The way multiple medical certificates for disability were taken at different points of times for different exams. So many aspects to this particular case. PK Jain, you are a stalwart of an organization, of an institution like the UPSC, a product of that is under scanner right now. Has the UPSC and the Department of Personal Training failed? Because all of you, including you, I'm sure, as well as so many senior IAS officers that I have spoken to, say that there is very strict scrutiny that takes place. Multi-layer scrutiny that takes place is what we have been told in the past. That seems to just fall apart.
Good evening, Sneha. Thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to express my views. See, Puja Khedkar, we should be extremely grateful to her for bringing out these chinks in the system. She has been duping the UPSC and many other organizations. She got her medical examination, medical admission. Then twice or thrice she's joined some other jobs before she made it to this particular case in which she's now been finally caught. She's a serial offender. With every offense that she committed, she became more brazen, she became more arrogant, which resulted into her downfall. And you see the behavior of her parents also. They also have become a victim of whatever she has done or they have done in the past. It is only shocking that for so many years she's been taking UPSC for a ride. So many attempts. The panelist before me very correctly said, nothing prevented the UPSC from introducing the Aadhaar, which has been introduced in this country many years ago. So now, had Aadhaar been introduced in the UPSC selection system, probably this kind of a thing would not have happened, at least not to the extent of her taking extra chances for her admission. Yes, the other things like the disability certificate, the OBC certificate, the creamy layer certificate, I think Puja Khedkar and the likes of her have tremendous faith in the system, and the system has not failed them. In fact, other than the UPSC, which has now massively added on this,
the system has patronized them, if I may say that. The system has patronized them. Each and every member of the system, right from the doctors to the medical boards, all of them have patronized. Yes, please go ahead,
That's right. I was coming for that to that only, that it is not only UPSC, it is not only Puja Khedkar who have to be taken to task. It is also the doctors who have been issuing these certificates to her. The caste certificate which has been issued to her. All those people must be made accountable. As you said, whether UPSC has failed, yes, UPSC has apparently failed. And it is not only one case of her kind. There are many other cases which have been brought by the media. The reporters and editors like you have exposed so many other chinks in the system. I remember many years ago, before I had joined the IPS, in fact, IPS used to be a dream. I mean, we never thought that the UPSC would be so much compromised. But before I joined the IPS, there used to be cases in Himachal Pradesh where the students, the candidates used to be adopted by the scheduled tribe parents. There you would write the examination, get selected, and then get disowned. This somehow came to the notice of the powers that be, and this particular loophole was blocked. I'm sure that the physical disability and many other concessions that the candidates are getting are being so brazenly adopted and taken benefit of, and nobody is aware of it. One more thing I would like to say. UPSC, as my earlier co-panelist has said, is a role model. UPSC has held its prestige and reputation quite high over the last so many years. MPSCs have been thoroughly compromised. I know in Maharashtra itself, there are, the chief minister's PA becomes the chairman of the MPSC. All of us know
there are reports after reports every year, something or the other. Corruption in the state public services is everywhere. UPSC seem to have had a sanctity about it, which has kind of collapsed now, sir.
Absolutely.
Okay, let me just quickly get in Mr. Varun Khullar. We don't have much time. Mr. Varun Khullar, if I can just get you in very quickly. And this is concerning. The first FIR which has been filed does not talk about other malpractices which have been
Definitely.
indulged in this particular case.
Now,
And that is telling. Why has
right.
that aspect not been filed in the FIR?
Perhaps that's because they still have given a show cause notice, and she has to come right and take the medical exam again. So that is the process, right? She, so innocent until proven guilty. But in the case where they could easily figure out that she has misused documents, that she has changed her name, she has taken the exam before, and that's like a clear case, right? She still, we might
Okay,
not know.
explain to us this process. So what's going to happen now? If you could do this quickly, we're short on time. So
Okay,
what happens?
right.
Now you're saying she has to take the medical exam again. What does that mean? Could you quickly take us through this?
Basically, let's say anyone, it's not just her, anyone who has been said that, okay, you have a fake certificate, right? That you are not physically disabled, and you said you are, and obviously you filed a certificate, and we think it's not correct. So you actually have to present yourself towards a medical board, and then obviously it will come out clearly whether it is like you are guilty or you are fine, right there. But the problem is with her is that she has first of all taken attempts in the general category, then she has taken attempts with the OBC and the PH category. So the problem there is that she has changed her names just to avail these attempts. So that clearly says that something is wrong. About the other part, the DOPT perhaps is more responsible, as I think Sudhir sir said, right? DOPT should be the one terminating her. Definitely, I would say, if anyone. Right, and obviously, she does have the chance to reply to the show cause notice, but I think considering the fact that she has been changing names and whatnot, she's a clear case of fraud. It seems like.